Welcome to Sky Sports News on a sombre afternoon. We're marking the heartbreaking losses of two men, 26-year-old Millwall and Montenegro international goalkeeper Matijas Sarkic, who's died suddenly just days after representing his country on international duty, and the much-loved former Arsenal, Everton, Nottingham Forest and West Brom striker Kevin Campbell, who's died aged 54. Campbell was a boyhood Arsenal fan who came through the youth ranks to become a champion. He was part of the 1991 title-winning team, scoring 8 goals in 10 games late in the season to help them to glory. More trophies would follow as he formed a formidable partnership with Ian Wright, including an FA Cup and League Cup double in 1993 before winning the Cup Winners' Cup a year later. More trophies would follow as he formed a formidable partnership with Ian Wright, including an FA and League Cup double in 1993. By the time he left in 1995, he'd played 228 times, scoring 59 goals. Well, let's just bring you a statement from Kevin's son, Tyrese, who's played most of his professional career as a player at Stoke. A statement from him says, "I appreciate my dad was admired by many, and the outpouring of love has been some comfort for us as a family. So thank you for that at such a difficult time. The pain of this is undescribable, and as a son, you look at your dad as invincible. He is my idol, the one who I wanted to be when I grew up. He was the life and soul of every party and room he blessed, a 1 in a million person that was loved by everyone, a special, special person. I'll miss you, Dad." I would now ask that the privacy of our family is respected as we mourn the loss of an irreplaceable father, brother, uncle, and all-round amazing human being. Love you always, Dad. A lovely tribute there from Tyrese Campbell, the son of Kevin, who has passed away today, aged 54. Well, an Arsenal statement said, "We are devastated to learn that our former striker, Kevin Campbell, has died after a short illness. Kevin was adored by everyone at the club. All of us are thinking of his friends and family at this difficult time. Rest in peace, Kevin." And as you would expect, plenty of his former teammates have paid their tributes. Ian Wright shared these images of Campbell during their years together at the club with the message, "Till we meet again, my friend, I love you so much." Legendary Arsenal captain Tony Adams said, "Super Kev, a goal machine, a giant of a man with an even bigger heart. An intensely private and a truly wonderful human being. I'm devastated for his loved ones and all of us. Love you, Super Kev, Skipper." And the former England goalkeeper David Seaman said, "Devastating news that Kevin Campbell has been taken way too early. Such great memories of playing with Rambo during our time together at Arsenal. Sending all my love to his family and friends." And another of his former teammates, Ray Parlour, has said, "Devastated hearing the news this morning. R.I.P. Kevin, great player and even nicer fella. Thoughts with his family at this tough time." And his talent and personality ensured he was hugely popular wherever he played. His 6-year spell at Everton is one that's treasured by the club. They say everyone at Everton is deeply saddened to learn of the passing of one of the club's most popular and much-loved former strikers, Kevin Campbell. Not just a true Goodison Park hero and huge fans' favourite, Kevin was the Blues' first black captain and also an incredible person, as anyone who had the pleasure of meeting him would know. Kevin played a total of 164 games for the Toffees, scoring 51 goals, and he was the club's leading marksman in 3 seasons. His contribution to Everton Football Club extends way beyond statistics. One of the most popular men to ever wear the royal blue jersey. He remains an icon amongst Evertonians and was the perfect ambassador who always thoroughly enjoyed returning to Goodison Park in a media capacity or to cheer on the Toffees as a fan. Well, Campbell left Arsenal for Nottingham Forest. He was part of the team that was relegated in 1997, but his 23 goals the following season helped see Forest win the Football League Championship of 1998, the old First Division. Forest said everyone at Nottingham Forest is deeply saddened to learn of the passing of Kevin Campbell. Kevin spent 3 seasons at Forest and was part of the side which earned promotion from the First Division as champions in 1998. Our thoughts are with his friends and family during this difficult time. And the ex-Forest striker Stan Collymore said, like many, Kev's death will be difficult to take in. A man who was larger than life, up at the crack of dawn with a "how's everyone doing?" He was funny, incredibly polite and always great fun. To Kev's family, I can't imagine your loss or pain, but hopefully you'll be comforted by the outpouring of warmth and love from the football family. Kev, rest well, pal, rest well. And another former Forest teammate, Mark Crossley, said, life can be so cruel at times, absolutely devastated with news of my ex-Forest teammate Kevin Campbell's passing. A true gentleman, a great player, a shining light of a dressing room fun-loving guy. Thoughts are with all his family and friends. R.I.P. mate. And another of Campbell's former clubs, Cardiff, have posted, all of us at Cardiff City are deeply saddened to learn of the passing of former striker Kevin Campbell. The thoughts of everyone at the club are with Kevin's friends and family at this incredibly difficult time. Rest in peace, Kevin. Well, following his playing career, Kevin worked with us here at Sky Sports News for many years as a pundit and analyst on many shows, including The Football Show and Soccer Sunday. Dressed immaculately, particularly on one day of the week, which was his favourite.
Is Dickie Bow Thursday? I thought you were going to have your Dickie Bow.
Every time you come on, you always say, why aren't you wearing a Dickie Bow on a Thursday? And look...
Come on.
OK.
If you're going to put it out, Pete, this is the time, isn't it?
I've got a surprise for you.
No.
Look what I've got.
Oh, well, I've got, you know what, I've got to give you a round of applause.
I finally remembered. Look, yours is self-timed.
Yeah, mine's a self-timed.
Mine's a clippy one here.
But I've got to give you a big respect for that, because I didn't think you would have one.
Thank you, there you go.
Even for the picture, yeah, look at that.
It's on, I can't tie it. I don't know why I'm even pretending. I brought it for you.
Fantastic.
And a statement from us here at Sky Sports News, which says Kevin Campbell was a superb striker and a fan's favourite everywhere he played. Latterly, he was a genuine friend and colleague to everyone at Sky Sports News, where he brought tremendous warmth and energy to his insights and punditry. Kevin and his Dickie Bows every Thursday on The Football Show will remain in our fondest memories. Our thoughts are with his family and friends and all those football fans who loved him. And our reporter, Michael Bridge, is alongside me on set on a very, very sad day. And it is difficult when you've worked with someone to process it, to talk about it. And I always think it's also very difficult to strike the right tone between obviously being very sombre, but also celebrating someone and all those statements we heard there about how much he loved life and how much energy he brought to a room.
It was unbelievable, Rob. It's, you know, it's really quiet in here today because people are trying to find the best bits of Kevin Campbell, and that's very hard because there's a lot of them. He was a wonderful man, and 54 is absolutely no age, you know, and he just lit up the room. There's a smile every time he came in. He was a genuine man, and it was great to have him on the football show of us and the transfer shows last season. And even when we'd have our production meetings, you'd see his name on the list, and you know, it would put smiles on all our faces. You know, yourself, you know, me and Rob Watton and our colleagues. And he'd sit in the middle of everyone. He was part of us. And I know other broadcasters and other journalists are tweeting very similar today. It's an immensely sad day.
Yeah, and I think one of the keys when you do shows with people is that they buy into it as much as everyone here tries to. And there was that passion, and particularly if we did a Monday football show, or when after there'd been a game, he would charge in with opinions, and sometimes it got us the odd slap on the wrist. But he had that love of the game, and particularly the love of the clubs that he played for as well.
Yeah, and he played for some real big clubs as well. You know, Arsenal, you know, always winding me up about supporting the other side of North London. But he had so many wonderful stories as well. He was from a great era, the George Graham team, so many characters. And we've read so many wonderful tributes from those players today, the Ray Parlours, the Paul Mersons, the Alan Smiths we've had on earlier. You know, I used to enjoy walking him over to new members of staff. You know, Kev, tell that story. Kev, tell that story. Your post-match stories, you know, and he'd never get bored of me in his ear the whole time. So, yeah, it's an immensely sad day for us all, and we'll miss him terribly. And I know plenty of us will be wearing bow ties on Thursday.
Yeah, and I think as well, that conversation about meeting new members of staff, that there were no airs and graces to him, and actually he was incredibly humble. I remember doing a few Merseyside derbies with him at Goodison Park, and as I said, when we saw that goal, Everton wins at Anfield, particularly in front of a crowd, don't come along particularly often, but it was never sort of walking around the pitch at Goodison as though he owned the place. He was genuinely sort of touched every time someone asked for a picture or something of that nature, a real humility to him.
Absolutely, yeah. It just doesn't feel real. It's an immensely sad day for us all. As I say, it's usually so very busy in here and so loud, and it's extremely quiet at the moment. It's an extremely sad day for everyone, and we will miss him terribly here on Sky Sports News.
Yeah, we will, and everyone who works for Sky Sports News will echo those thoughts. Michael, thank you very much indeed.